Hi guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to the final set of KCM 2025 season 3 week number 7. It is set number 8. And we will have Soulkey coming up against Speed here, the final set we played between a Terran player and a Zerg player, and we will use the least used ASL map for this. Roaring Current, I love this map. We've had some insane stuff on this map, and it's thanks to KCM that we actually see a little bit more of this one. Let me just quickly once again remind you of the standing in KCM. Here are where the players are standing after 6 weeks. Zerg has got 8 points, Protoss got 4, and Terran's got 3. And after this week, we will have week 8. And actually that week, next week, I think there's going to be a barrage of very, very strange names and weak players. Because when the results don't matter, I've noticed that the races tend to field weaker players. Maybe because they want them to have a chance to play. Maybe that's the rationale behind that. I'm not so sure exactly. But anyways, so far Royal, Light, Best, Snow, YC, and Hero Soma have been eliminated. It's going to be down to just Speed and Soulkey. What are we looking at here on this map? 2-player map, Speed located at the bottom left corner of the screen. Of the map, and Soulkey is going to be located at the top right corner of the map. This is what this map looks like. Soulkey will go for 12 hatchery. The rush distance on this map, how fast is it? I think it's not that fast, right? Because you have to make this L-shaped move, which will take a long time. So we shall see. Looks like Speed will come out with scouting SCV after this. I don't believe it's gonna be fast enough to go for Marine Rush against Soulkey, so we shall see. This week, and actually before today, where are the standings of the players? Let me just quickly show you. Soulkey is still not yet recovered to his previous form. He is at 1237, and with that ELO score, he is not even making it into the top 20. Oh, it's just maybe barely making it into the top 20, maybe because 1240, 1245 is probably what you need to get into the top 20. And Speed is 1327, so Speed is even in better form compared to Soulkey. And if you paid attention in the previous game, I showed you this chart where I showed that Speed's is, versus Zerg win rate is very high, 82%. And Soulkey against Terran is only 40%. Soulkey has lost some bad games, man, in KCM against Motivation, aka Motive, and a bunch of other very, very strange results. But anyways, let me just quickly show you if Soulkey is even in the top 10 performers in KCM. He's not. He's not. Alright, what are we looking at here? SCV will maybe just a little bit tickle this hatchery. But the lair has been taken, and interestingly enough, Soulkey has not made any Zerglings. He's just going to be using his drone for defensive purposes here. And Speed, I would be looking forward to a factory build on this map. One drone is getting stuck here. You need all of the drone possible to support. That drone is so damaged, Soulkey might lose it. How much is the health on that drone? I don't know, I guess 2 more shots might kill it, but now it will survive. Factory is coming up. And there it is. It will take about 3 shots to kill it. But Zerglings are here, so that is going to be the end of this SCV versus drone action. This is the final set in the series, so I would take this chance to read some advertising. My name is Namkraft. Welcome to the channel. I'm very, very happy to have you here. And please take a look at the video description for some nice information. There's going to be a link to the previous game in the playlist, the next game in the playlist, and the overall playlist URL. Use it to navigate around to not get spoiled. If you use headphones, there might be a slight disorientation in the channel. There's going to be a little bit of Korean in one ear and a little bit more English on the other ear. Unless you use a Chinese factory product like me, then both ears will sound the same. That is a very kind of like a blessing in disguise if you use Chinese products. Usually it should have been stereo, but Chinese made headphones, they don't have, maybe just my headphones, because my headphone costs 50 cents. Alright, hatchery coming up at the 12 o'clock position. This is going to be a 1-1-1 build. From Speed, he has not yet made a vulture. He added add-on first, and he might make the vulture a little bit afterwards. Let me continue on with the advertising. If you look at the video description, there's going to be some other useful links you can actually find interesting. You can add friends to be on Facebook, join the Broodwar server, Telegram group, Facebook group, and subreddit. Those are the platforms where we'll be announcing my games, my videos. So be sure to join those platforms to know about whenever we are broadcasting next, because actually this channel might die. It might die, it might be resurrected, or it might die for good, in which case I will make another channel, maybe try to find a way to cast somewhere else in the meantime. So be sure you're connected with me. Use your real account to connect with me on Facebook if this is what you're planning to do. I do not add friends with anyone who looks like a girl. You all know that on my channel, 99% of the viewer hours are from men. Anyways, okay, Zerglings are coming through, and Soulkey's done a good job, but vultures are here. So these Zerglings are just gonna try to buy time and running all the way inside of the main and driving those vultures back. But there's gonna be mutants coming out. Can those vultures get trapped before the mutants arrive? I'm not sure. The tourists coming up. I guess the vulture will be coming out here. There's gonna be some blockade happening. Looks like the vultures are not able to, excuse me, the mutants are not able to stop the vultures. That drone will need to come down. I think it's waiting patiently for the vultures to arrive, and there it is. There's the vulture. The vultures could not get on high ground. There are some mutants waiting already. There might be another unit blocking, and there's going to be that unit. This new base has got a sunken, so Soulkey suddenly get everything covered at just the right moment here. The lava is going to get destroyed, so those vultures will be used for something else. But interesting, Speed has invested a lot in this vulture build, and so far he's not getting any results of it. More mutants are going to be coming up, and we have Scourges. This is a little bit of an early Scourge making here, because okay, it's not really early, because there it is. We already see the Valkyrie on the backside. Mutants are trying to stop any kind of forces from moving across the map. Keep in mind that those 3 vultures are still around. And so what that means is that this base, any kind of drone that gets made might get sniped, just like right now. The vulture will come in and he would try to find that drone and snipe it. Some SCVs in the corner is going to get attacked. And looks like this mutant is going to get pushed back slightly here. Inflation chapter coming up. We are not seeing Hydrodent. So far, it is going to be just, purely mutants and some Zerglings. And we're going to be having a switch back to Bio now from Speed after his initial one-on-one build. There's, try to make some nice results. One vulture getting sniped, so the damage they can do on the drones a little bit less. And some mine clearance activities. The vulture is going to try to come in. It's going to be very tricky here because the drones are covered by the sunken. They might be able to actually find some drone on the weak side, and they would try to dive in. He will get 1 drone, 2 drone. I need to find the other one. He's going to try to find it, and no, only 2 drone kill, but still quite good. And we're going to be looking forward to that next engagement when Speed start to move out with some Marines. But for now, he needs to just stay put and defend here. Drone's going to get transferred by Soulkey towards the new base. So some nice, interesting results so far for all of us. Anyways, recently I watched a very nice movie. And if you're a fan of horror films, you will enjoy this. Maybe you've seen it already. The movie is called Weapons. It was released this year. And it was, I think, by the people who made the movie Barbarian. If you remember Barbarian, that was made maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and the movie was goddamn like, what the hell was that? Kind of like moment in Starcraft. Oh my god. That's almost very sexy, that mine explosion. Alright, a vulture gets inside of the main here, and drones will need to run hard. Some mines getting late, but looks like it's gonna be a waste of time. And this vulture will get sniped, not even a single kill. Anyways, about this movie that I just saw, Weapons is so amazing. I'm not gonna spoil it, and you be aware though. If you're in in town for a little bit more of a traditional scary movie, you won't get it. Movies like The Nuns, or I don't know, what are those movies called? I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, who the hell see that movie? But anyways, it's a very kind of new, almost vanguard, scary kind of movies where not everything makes sense, and there's a mix of humor in it. Very similar to what is that movie? Let Me Out, right? Let Me Out or something like that. Some of those movies where it's like, what did I just watch? And it's also funny. So I recommend it, highly recommend it for any of you who like a scary movie. Anyways, Marines gonna try to attack here, and the lurkers are around. Marines will come to this other side. It was very good for Speed to attack into the lurker and then retreating towards the left side. He would get another sunken destroyer, and he will retreat back to where he came from. And the game will go on a little bit more because it looks like Speed doesn't have enough forces to penetrate. His Valkyries are still alive and kicking though, so that's a good thing. I'm not so sure why he's not actually going around to hunt for overlords. I think he can easily find overlords, so he's gonna try to attack these Scourges. Good call here. All of the Scourges died. That lurker is gonna get pushed back, but now high ground advantage in favor of Soulkey. Mutu's gonna engage, the Scourge is gonna come down, and there's not enough Marines to intercept. The Scourges are gonna try to land some shots on the Valkyries. How many Valkyries were sniped? I think 3 died. There are only 3 Valkyries remaining. They will need to hunt for those Mutus right now before the next wave of Scourges arrived. He will get some shots up against the Mutus, but I guess that's gonna be the end of the service life of these Valkyries. They will back up now. 10 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. Speed has got 80 supply. Soulkey behind by about 5 supply, and Defiler Mount has just been started. Why do you even have drops? There's been no island maps. Why is he going for drops? I guess he's looking for drops against the middle base. Maybe that's what it is. This middle base right here, but there's nothing there. Not yet. Anyways, this command center might get sniped. Nice attacks. The problem with Speed's build is that he doesn't have science vessels, and lurkers are coming through. He will need to use scan, but he is gonna cancel his command center, and it looks like Soulkey is having a nice advantage. There's going to be a drop. Lurkers coming from the left flank. Mutus are waiting to intercept. Where's this drop could possibly be going? I don't understand. Because all of the bases of Soulkey have been taken are like mainland bases. We don't have any island ones. So that's interesting. Anyways, there is the drop coming through the middle, and there's an overlord to spot here. Looks like they will need to actually hunt for the overlords. And he is looking for... Oh my god, what is he doing? He's looking for the base. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. And it looks like the Scourges and Mutus are out of position. And it's going to be a nice devastating drop on the back of Soulkey's defense. He's got nothing. He's got some overlords only. The Mutus are looking for some drops on the top of the cross, but it's not there. Scourges are going to try to come through. The Marines have landed. No! The dropship died! The dropship died, but there's still a lot of cargo that was unloaded. And now Scourge is going to try to intercept here, but those Valkyries need to stay on hold position. And there's going to be a drop coming through the main. It's going to need to go for the hatchery. The hatchery getting sniped is going to be a big thing. Looks like Soulkey's going to return the rest of his forces, but Valkyries are on hold positioned. He will destroy all of the Mutas, and the Marines are still alive. Drones are falling apart. What a nice precision strike from Speed. Once again, he will clear all of these Mutas. Maybe Scourge is going to try to come through, but there's still 3 more. No, 1 more Valkyries. This hatchery has been sniped. Do we have a scanner? He is now scanning. He's going to try to hide in the corner and buy some more time, but this drop was very devastating. But keep in mind that Speed has not yet expanded during this time. He will need to expand now. Well, exactly where, I'm not so sure, but looks like Soulkey's got a brand new base that just came up. So this attack came with not just benefits, but also some costs and some trading, you know, some sunk costs and some trade-offs here. Anyways, Marines form-wise, Speed is going to try to come out once again. We have the first science vessel of the game. Marines got +1 weapons and +1 armor. We don't see an expansion. The tank is going to try to slow push these units. Not bad, and he's expecting the lurkers to fall back. This is why he's attacking. The Defiler has arrived though. The nice consume. The last of the lurkers will fall. No, it's alive. It's alive. And now looks like the science vessel is gonna try to go to work. He's gonna get the last lurker destroyer. He's gonna hope to push before the next lurker wave could get remade. Maybe that's the plan. He's pushing right across the map and he's gonna push all of these Zerglings, but the Defiler gets sniped. No, the Defiler is still alive, and the Marines need to actually go past it and go somewhere else. Speed is forgetting about the third base. He just attacked with this fury, and he gets the Nidus gun out. The Defiler is gonna get sniped. 1 Defiler down, maybe. No, Darkstorm at just the right minute to save the day. But now every single drone will get executed. Where's the second Darkstorm? It's not getting casted. Some Zerglings are holding these areas, but Firebats are coming through. If this hatchery fall, the game will be in a very different light. Looks like Marines are here. Firebats supporting. There's not enough forces from Soulkey's economy. Has not yet recovered from the previous drop, and double hatchery will be falling very quickly unless some things could actually pop right now from those lava. I don't think so. I don't think those airs would produce anything. So in a blink of an eye, 2 bases, 2 hatcheries go down. But keep in mind that Speed has not yet expanded, so the game could still go on for a little bit more. This base has got nothing. Marines have really breached the front door at an insane speed here. The rate of attack from Speed is just so fast, just like his name. And now there's going to be a last Darkstorm to try to save this base, but this hatchery will fall. And with that, Soulkey will be down to 2 bases, and who would have thought that this would be the result? You know, if we were watching this game about 5 or maybe 3 minutes ago, we thought that Soulkey have a nice advantage. He would try to go through, but that was so late. Oh my god, Soulkey is only a shadow of his former self. He will go for Plague, maybe. Maybe the plan is to go for Plague. I don't know, but this hatchery falling is going to be a problem here. Soulkey is not feeling confident today. The king is dead, like announced in one of those Shakespeare, I don't know, theatrical pieces. Or those, what are those things called? Skits. No, they're not skits. What are they? Dramas. They're not even dramas. What is the word I'm looking for? In French, we say pièce, which is like a play. That's right, a play. Sorry, a play. There we go. Now Soulkey down to just a mere 60 supply, speed 118. And we might see the final attack soon. But keep in mind that on this map, Zerg can still expand to the islands. So we might suspect that he's going to try to do that. This hatchery is almost completed. If we actually have an Atlas Canal now, it will be much different. And that is right. Looks like Speed has kind of overstepped the boundaries here. You need to remember that this is Roaring Current. This is not Radion or Dominator, where you just keep on attacking and winning in the front, which means the end of the game here. The Firebats are doing a good job, though. Looks like not enough lurkers, and now they've reached the high on this sunken school fall, and with that, that might be the final game, because even if Speed could not reach the islands, Soulkey will not have anything to fight with. So that is going to be the end of this series. Thanks for watching. Just discuss with the buy and coffee. It's going to be in the video success. Bye bye.